Ladies and gentlemen, we're off script. This is off the top of the dome piece. This is me talking to a camera with absolutely no idea what I want to say. Um, there's an agenda of just me speaking. There's not really a plan. I don't have a script. I don't have anything of that. My goal is to speak and speak what comes to my mind. It might not be fluent. You might not understand it. It might sound confusing, but I'm going to try to break it down the best I can and go forward from there. And I'm going to try to speak, it's somewhat intellectual, not saying so, but as as in the least amount possible, I will try to do this. This video really is about me talking about just sorry, I did it again. It's really bullshit. I don't know what I want to talk about. And really, I think that happens a lot. People don't know. Not everyone knows what they want to do, right? And that's like the thing, is like me wanting to be like a social content creator, social media, a content creator, streamer, whatever. I don't know what my niche is. I don't know what anything is, And I think my problem for sure is I don't know what I want to do, and I'm letting that hinder me. I'm letting that control me. I'm letting it get the best of me. And I think what it comes down to is I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I want to do, but I need to tell myself that's okay. And that can be in anything. I don't know. Say you don't know how to paint, but you want to become an artist. Okay. Like, watch videos, practice, learn. But like those little like those 3 points I just gave out, what you do is like you're doing something. If you get what I'm saying. Like, the point is, you don't know what you're doing, but you're doing something. And my goal, I'm not saying this like, I'm a preacher, like I'm the almighty knowledge seeker, truther, sayer, I'm not saying that. But me being able to say this on camera kind of, I think, will help me understand it more. And if I post it, that gives me the courage to know what I'm saying is going out in the world, and that it's going to somewhat hit a person at least, and it will have an effect that will hopefully be positive. And like I said, I don't know what I want to do, but I need to learn that that's okay. I want to be, you can have goals. I have set points. A thing I've been doing recently, I feel, is that I've been trying to watch videos of how to stay on task, how to do, be consistent, how to be punctual, how to, do better be more self-efficient and productive and proactive, everything like that. And knowledge is the best things ever, but it's always going. It's a cliche, it's always going. And I just think that's a beautiful thing. Like, I love that every day I learn something new. And it's just crazy, and I love sharing that. I love, just telling people, like, did you know this? And it's not to, I don't try to do that to like boast myself as, oh, I know this and you didn't. And like, I'm bringing on this knowledge to you, and I'm like mightier, like I'm teaching you how to eat, or, nothing like that. But I just think it's cool to share that. That's what knowledge is. It should be shared. And it's to make you overall better. It's not to boast. It shouldn't be to make someone else feel like shit. It shouldn't be like any of that. It should be shared. And I keep learning, man, and I love it. I just love it. And I want this to reach out and help other people learn too. And I want that to keep going. Now, going back to what I said of I don't know what I want to do, I don't. I really don't. I'm you go through the motions of certain things in life, and you're going through it, and every once in a while you're gonna sit down, you're gonna be like, what am I doing? Like, it's the same repetitive thing. Like, do I just want to go to work, come home, watch TV in the morning, sleep in, feel like shit? I for me learning and my experiences of being, you know, living on my own, having bills to pay, stuff like that, it makes me understand like there's priorities to a higher standard and that I need to rely on myself personally. But that's not, I don't take that as a challenge to like, go against myself and be, you know, like I got to do this, I got to do that. I do, but I'm also trying to help myself get to that. Like, for example, I need to, like, rent needs to be paid every month. It shouldn't be I'm betting against myself to get that done, or it shouldn't be like I need to work regardless of like the thoughts of my head if I want to be lazy or like do this, like to get this done. It should be I should work in cohesion with my mind that we are blessed to do this, to live out on my own, get these experiences and keep moving forward. That's how I like to try to see it. And of course there's going to be those days of like, oh, why, like everyone has like that self-existence moment of like just questioning like what's the point and stuff like that. And like that's like a serious thought. I guarantee like everyone's had more than once. And that doesn't mean you're depressed. It doesn't mean, oh god forbid, the worst things, because people are definitely in worse situations than me from what I've experienced. I know that for sure. But I might be getting sidetracked, but the point is everyone's had those thoughts, and a lot of people are able to overcome them. And people who can't, it's a, I'm trying to word this. It's a harder path for sure, because everyone's different. You have different experiences, you have different childhoods, you have different mindsets. Everything's different. That makes sense. People go through struggles, they go through questions, they just learn. And for me, I'm in that experience right now, and I love it. Been doing this for like almost a year now of just, being on my own, starting to learn things. And it's nice because I can, take in these experiences myself, and it's not, someone else picking on my brain, like, what's the word I'm trying to go with? Alter that idea. Like, it's not being, influenced on me per se. Now, watching it, watching videos and people are going to influence you on that, of course, but what I'm saying is it's my like my thought process of me thinking about it. If I want to move through with it, act on it, and take that in as a part of my like routine or just philosophy, if you think like that. To go back, sorry, I keep pondering on, but that's the point of this. Like I said, I'm off script. I don't know what I want to talk about. The whole point is I don't know, and that's fine. I think it's fine. As long as a person, if you don't know what you want to do, whether it's a hobby, whether it's you want multiple incomes, whether it's you want to be successful, whether it's you want to have a business, whether it's you have a health goal, just it could be anything. You don't have to know what you want to do as like the ultimate thing. Because really, I don't think anyone can know what they want to do. You can have this goal and work insanely hard. There's all the people in the world have done that, but you can't predict the future. So to say someone knows exactly what they want to do, they work very fucking hard to do that and to achieve what they want. But to say like they didn't have second thoughts, they didn't think if it wasn't worth it, the positives, the negatives, they'd be lying out of their fucking teeth. Of course they're going to think that. And they're working really hard, and it's not to discredit how hard they've worked to get there. And if they know what they want to do, no, higher power to them. That's awesome. But just because you don't know what you want to do, that's fine. yeah, I'm pretty sure you're in the same boat as a lot of people, including me. And stuff I want to do, I want to be successful, but really, the main idea I have and what I like, I don't know what I want to do, but what I want to do, I want to, you know, I guess overall interactive with just people as far as what my like me say my words, they're spread out. Um, they're recognized per se, and they're just seen. Like I'd love to make people laugh. I'd love for them to hear me. I'd love to share wisdom, knowledge, anything like that. Just interaction, because as a human, interactions the key. Like the key. Like I like being on my own to reflect and learn and stuff like that. But overall, you need interaction, or else you're not living. You're not a human, and not knowing can make the journey just that opens up your experience too. Like, for example, if you're going to college and you have this degree, you're taking all those classes to get that certain degree. If you're an exploratory, like, but if you're unspecified, if you're an exploratory, whatever classes, you're looking around, you're getting more experience. And that's a big key of if you don't know what you want, you need to experience. That helps you build a basis of what your morals are, what your understanding is, what, builds the outline of how you see yourself, how you live, how you reflect on to people, everything like that. So for me, this is a big experience period, and it'll always be an experience period for me, I think. But right now, what I'm doing right now with this video is a big experience, because it does, it helps as far as if you're growing, and like one of my ideas is to grow YouTube and stuff like that. Like, you want your videos to succeed, you want to see that growth, you want to see it up, 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 you want to see your changes, how you've grown, things that you didn't do that didn't work, and things you did do that worked, and how you can change it and just keep building and building and be better and better and better. Yes. And this starts with this video, for me just simply talking about how I feel and learning from it. Because I'll learn, maybe I sound like an idiot, so fair point, but maybe the raw and genuine part of this content is what stands out for me. Maybe that makes my niche. Maybe I just need to fine tune it. Stuff like that, And that's exactly what I need to figure out. And this is happening because I don't know. I don't know what I want. So I'm taking these leaps to make a video like this, or just make overall whatever in general. And that's going to lead me to eventually what I want to do. And I'll figure out what my goal is, or just what I want to do in general, right? And that can be applied to anything for you, I believe. Is if you don't know, try. Just try. Just try whatever. And I can say, I'm sure other people have said this, but I can say, and I work on it every day. I'm not perfect. Every day, it's try it, try it, try it. And it gets to a point, it's like, in the back of your head, you're like, well, what if it doesn't work? It's like, as a content creator, like, everyone tries to do it. No matter what you're trying to do, the world's so big now, it just feels like everyone's doing it. And it feels like, how can you make it work? How does it stand out for you? Really, what it comes to is the experience of you learning is just going to pave the way for you, if that's the words I can put it in. And it's like me. No one knows who I am right now, and that's fine. I would love one day for someone to, to know who I am. I'd love to be on that level, not as, I guess it is selfish to say that. It's just, I don't want it to feel like that. Like, oh, I'm the man. Yep, come on, turn me up. Like, no. Like, it's just positive feelings and energy you just want to share. You want everyone to have. And there's aspects of, like, you work every day, and you, like, that cliche of you enjoy what you do, you never work a day in your life. And I think that works on both sides. The one of, like, the fun, yeah, you want to have fun at what you're doing. But the other side is, like, you work really hard in order to get to this stat, or this status of having fun while you're working, if that makes sense. Because to own your own company, for example, like to be able to, have people work under you, like be in charge of this thing that you made that requires an insane amount of work and dedication and sacrifice. And you're not going to get that without working really hard and having days where it wasn't fun, days where it sucked, days where you wish you would have quit, but you did it. And now you're to that point where it was all worth it. And now it's the best thing you ever did in life, and you're glad you did it. That's what I want to do. And I don't know if it's going to be this exactly. I don't know if it's going to be owning my own gym one day, which I would love to do, or be a personal trainer, or own a business. I don't know. But that's fine, because I could do this, and this might not work out, but it could lead me into my career of figuring out what I want to do for the rest of my life, and I'm happy. And that's the point. That's the point of, if you don't know, there is not a worry about that. You could worry, and you probably will, and that's fine, because I worry about it sometimes too. I think I'm just wasting time. I keep procrastinating. I'm doing this. I know every day I'm still learning. I know that in the back. I just know that. Just every day you need to talk to yourself. You need to let yourself know that I'm working on this. I need to understand that deep down I can do this, and I got to keep trying until I find something that clicks, and then build on that. And it just blocks just go and go and go, and that builds your fucking dream house. That's what this is. And I don't, like I said, I'm speaking as someone who is currently probably in the beginning steps of this. So I don't know. I don't know if it's going to work. I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense. I don't know if what I'm saying is right. I don't know any of that. Like I told you, I'm just spitballing from what I think. And I think that's the greatest thing as part of like podcasts or people watching videos, vlogs, whatever, is half the time, like more than half the time, they're just spitting random shit. And that's what makes people. And that's what makes us special. And that will never go away, because you just have that innate, you have a tick, you have that just funniness, that saying, just that authenticity that just can't be replicated, and it can't be copied, it can't be downloaded, it can't be any of that, because ultimately it's in us as a human being. I just got kind of deep there. Yeah. But yes. So my overall point is, if you're watching this video, you don't know what you want to do. I don't. And that's perfectly fine. That's fine, because you'll figure it out. This is part of the hump. This is part of the steps. This is part of the building process. This is a part of everything. So worrying too hard, I can tell you, it's not me. Like I said, I keep stressing this. It's not me being bigger. It's just me telling you. Because it's just what I believe. And it could be, it's not right or wrong. It's what I believe. And that's what it comes down to. And like, I believe if you don't know, it's fine. You'll figure it out. That's how a lot of people do it. I guarantee it. And that's how you move forward. So if you don't know, keep pushing. Try. Just do it. Do it. Because if you don't do it, you're going to regret it. You can try. If you don't, you can. So listen, this is how you break it down. You can try and you'll fail. You could fail the biggest ever, and you could fail humongously. But you tried it, right? Like it wasn't maybe this, maybe that. No, it happened. You failed. Or maybe you succeed, and that's the best thing ever. Either way, when you try, something's happening. Either it works out or it doesn't. If you don't try, if you sit there and procrastinate, you'll never know. You will never know what fucking happened. And that's the worst feeling. That's the worst feeling I get every time when I sit there and I think, I don't know if this video would have been good. I don't know if this would have been good, maybe that was a good idea. Maybe I should have taken that job. Maybe I should have told this person this. You won't know. You'll never know. There's not an alternate universe where you can go and test it out real quick and see what happened and then go back in time. No, there's none of that. It's either you got to try it and you'll get the answer. You try, you'll get the answer. You don't, you will never know. And you got to think, is the procrastination never knowing, is that a less crappy feeling than trying and fail and like possibly failing? I think it's the latter. The latter's the better option. Like, I can't sit there and not think of what I didn't try to do, because then I know I'm not giving my best. I'm not giving all my options out there, and I'm not developing as a human. And that's not fair to me, and that's not fair to people that I could help. That's not fair to people that could, benefit from just sharing an opinion, to just hearing a certain word that could possibly help them too. That's not fair. And that's not, specifically, it's not fair to you. It's not fair to you to not try. There should never not be a reason to not try something, obviously in a positive effect. But there should never be a reason for you to not keep working, basically. So I'm working every day, and I might not like the things I do. I might not like the tendencies. I might not like my routine I do, whatever. But the point is, I'm doing things, and it's my job and my experience as a human being to just learn and overcome everything and just evolve, simply. And that should be your job too. Not to tell you what to do, but that's what it should be. And that's my thing. So I hope anyone who watches this, if you share the same feelings, please let me know. And I just want it out there for you to understand. If you don't know, I don't know, but it's okay. And if people tell you it's not okay, just come talk to me. I'll tell you it's okay. I believe you. I believe in you. So